freaking internet went out. Back to what I was saying, we're gonna have a 16-minute quarters versus the Browns in Super Bowls. Then we have the Redskins, Seahawks, Bears, Cardinals, San Francisco, Raiders, Titans, Bengals games right now, so we're crossing that one off. Colts, Jets, and Rams. Then we got the big Browns. So that's what we're gonna do. And after all those, I'm gonna cut the I'm gonna start streaming more games other than Madden, because I don't want to do that, to get that out of the way first. And don't worry, that's not gonna affect the Tuesday night franchise. What uniform should we do? 7-5? Nah. There we go. I like those ones. So these are just gonna be exhibition matches. So you got the Marcus Lawrence down here. Looking at the exhibitions until we get to the Browns. And probably the last thing before the Browns is gonna be the Jets. So you can count this as the playoffs. That's what I'm practically saying to you guys.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20.
No one cares, coach.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years head-to-head. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you just
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's by Cooper.
53 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
This is great.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals under first-year head coach Zach Taylor. They'll be brought out by their quarterback, who is now in season number 9 out of TCU, Andy Dalton.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
While the Bengals struggled in 2018, running back Joe Mixon certainly did not. Over 1,100 yards running the ball, caught 43 passes. Expect both of those numbers to continue to climb in his years in the NFL.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Taking it about the 16.
Almost.
Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time race.
It's caught at the 10. A big play
that
here
is
for the
by
Cowboys. 44 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football
Dak is
until
in.
they make me change.
Dak all day, every day.
With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Return left.
There, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin.
Wow, this is amazing.
Javon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a run that
88-yard touchdown.
On the punt return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Also known as a TD.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I messed that up, but
oh well. And lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2.
I didn't kneel it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Blitz, cover 1, LB blitz.
Trotting back onto the field, and it is still a Cincinnati crew that is winless. Week 12, played their AFC North rival Pittsburgh, couldn't get it done. Now 0-11 are the Bengals. Now coming up week 13,
gonna get that,
people are looking at that as another chance for them to get that first victory as they host the New York Jets. After that for Cincinnati, it's at Cleveland, then New England at home, at Miami, and then hosting Cleveland to finish out the season. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton finding Green complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not
That's
before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Run.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Zeke.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the route is on here. The last one, the long run, getting him in. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
The players got in the way there.
First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive. They get to touchdown.
Have that.
So if
well,
you're the play caller,
I'm not gonna get
you
nowhere.
go to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Green.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Line
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Lawrence got that one.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. To throw here, Dalton brought in here by Tyler Eifert.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
But not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll get only a couple.
There you go.
44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6
no one there.
on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Throwing to no one there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he
no one there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
We have a return to middle.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. This is taken at about the 14. Offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field.
Here's my boy, Dak.
He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
Zeke again.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Almost.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun on 3rd, escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside.
Oh, that is good by Gallup.
A big play here for Dallas.
43-yard reception.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing.
Touchdown by Big Dak.
Sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That was a close one, too.
Dak Prescott.
Had to run between 2 men.
Game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
Actually, 4.
These guys continue to put this one out of reach. Marr on for the extra point.
Only Jason Garrett was good enough. I hate this in real life.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets in.
Jarwin is in there for a 2-point conversion.
There, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you
Don't zoom in on that
never
guy.
see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green.
See what kind of plays
You would have
their
to
ass.
think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator. Because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, that was a good play, but he didn't quite get away with it.
And it leads to a 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Trayvon Austin, he's going to go.
Another TD with the RB. Running back. Only 3 yards.
73 yards as his guys continue to
This is absolutely awesome.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown.
That's how you make the plays, and that's how you get stuff done.
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. Marr now to add the extra point.
Extra point!
And the route is on here in this first half. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back.
I'm also getting my first ever challenge with some friends on this channel in a couple weeks.
With this kickoff.
I'm at 25 for them.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their
timeout.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half.
Why would you do it with 17 seconds? Just wait till the freaking halftime.
2nd and 5. And Dalton to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
What the heck?
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
This team does not know how to use their timeouts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A draw play. Bernard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
They ain't going to get a touchdown with 8 seconds. I've done it before, but they ain't.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
See? Makes no good. It's no good. They have 0 timeouts.
So we've reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Well, they do get the ball back after all. It's whatever, but
both
yeah, well.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than it is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Misses the target.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Over the banner and it didn't cut out like it did earlier.
Gets this away. Taken in at the 22. Broken tackle.
That would have been awesome. I went that way and got the touchdown.
Give him 15.
I got back 46 yards.
First and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those
you
empty
gotta hold
seats?
that.
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly
We're gonna run
clear.
deep again.
We have to leave the booth.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
Oh, crap.
Almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
We're going to pass.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own.
Oh, my God. Dak has been for another touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
I love running this way that. There's 2 yards, too.
2 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner.
Sorry, I had
turned it into a nice game.
for dinner
Very
tonight.
nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Kick it right down the middle.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line.
I didn't get kneel it.
And
No, you never kneeled it before.
Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
He would have got with that.
It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The first down throw coming for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield here, Dalton. He rifles
interception.
Intercepted.
Oh, this is good for a touchdown. Nothing but green. We can get 10.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Let's do this. 52-yard interception that turns out in a
touchdown. Put it away
touchdown.
before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over. I might not. That type of a cushion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake
Yeah,
attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage,
God damn
but
it.
not enough to get to the goal line. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Oh, boy.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they
cover
decent field position.
zone cover 4 quarters.
We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
That would be good if we had the the interception and the fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
I think when we get the ball back, depends how far we are.
Away from him,
Gonna go for a Hail Mary.
trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The pass for negative
I don't know why, but I love
making
these videos
maybe he shouldn't have
guys.
thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Touchdown!
Another touchdown with the touchback.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question, because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3?
Oh, you're going to get more than 2 from me.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will
Calm
extend
yourself,
this
child.
big lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
What are they going to do?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out. What's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 29, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'm not too worried about it because our score is way up.
To win any
It's
round,
way higher
you
than
gotta break
theirs.
down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Gets it to his running back.
Oh, there's a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, oops.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out.
Before we get more
on this
points.
3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. His throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver.
Up.
And it's 2nd down.
We're going to win nothing.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen,
Smith.
despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Good job, man.
He lost 2 there.
Good job.
It's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Bullock's kick is good.
Yep, they have the field goal.
But this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3
But
points
still can be a
likely not
blowout.
going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This is perfect night for Hail Mary.
Across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally
simple
when they
Hail Mary, nothing
say
special
you got
to
to
it.
fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is.
And that's
The Hail Mary, it is good.
It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
How about the 2
There's
points?
no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
You may stop. You may stop.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Just press how much they're not kneeling.
Before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get
DeMarcus
sacked.
Lawrence.
Dalton.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Passing, it's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Oh.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
There's a flag on betting against a face
and he
mask.
found the right spot for the completion.
Defense.
Yep, it's on the Bengals. They're going to decline it so we get to 44.
Right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Brown able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Prescott now, forced out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We got to run it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys
use Elliott again because he's our power force.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
I took you.
And that's going to wind up
Another
incomplete.
flag?
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's on us. What the hell's going on?
So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good... And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call
Either
it
way,
just
we
to
got
call
this
it.
game
They
in the
don't just
bag.
say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. First and 10 for Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets it all the way down.
That's too dangerous right there. He could get in. But like I said, I'm not too worried about the scoreboard changing.
Yards.
I'm trying to collect.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back.
No, I don't think that was.
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
These players are going to quick away from blocking that.
They make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Well,
so they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
I want them to lose. Which they are, but I don't want them having score points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Well, I guess it's how the score is going to remain.
Opportunity to change momentum.
69 to 10.
Right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We have won the game, everybody.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every
Good try,
week. We'll
Bengals, but you are now eliminated from the playoffs.
When they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different
well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. please subscribe if you're new. Please share this video with a friend and subscribe to Elemental Hero Fan 98 and JFL 2011.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been
Like I
watching
said,
the
share this video with a friend. Please subscribe, turn the notification bell, press all so you're notified every time I make a live stream.
It's a win for the Cowboys as we
if I'm doing a video,
say so long,
which they got a challenge coming soon with my friends Aubrey and Brian. And this is Nick Colson signing off. And I'll see you guys on the flippy flip. Bye!